It's fine. One of these days we'll get it, but it's fine.
It's not gonna happen. My computer's very slow, much slower than yours. Apparently, it's not happening.
Apparently, I didn't even realize, but well, welcome to the Cup Refilled, where the reality of the past becomes the tea of today. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay. We are drinking. I made another dupe Starbucks refresher, so today it's a dupe of the pink drink because I had strawberry. It's strawberry peach instead of strawberry acai, but it's really good. I'm happy with it.
Good for you. And I'm Lana, your resident diva, here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I loves me some tea. Purr. And if you have some tea, you know what to do. Hit me up. And I'm just drinking water, just regular old water. Nothing fancy, nothing special. Hydration is important, so we drink water. I'm in a laid back kind of mood today. I'm not, you know,
I feel that.
It's just one of those days. But if I was drinking tea or anything, I would be drinking it out of my cup mug. As you see, all the cool kids have one, and you can get one too if you go to lanagcreations.etsy.com, and where you can see all of our merch, not just our cups, but we have socks, we have hats, we have things. So check us out and get all the cup merch and join the cup family. Period.
Cup merch.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
it's over, Julie.
It's over.
We did it.
We did season 1 of Project Runway. We finished watching it.
We did.
You know, we were going to release this at a later time, but we just kind of wanted to move on from season 1 and start season 2. So this is going up the same day as our review of episode 7 and 8.
Yep.
Why? Because we wanted to.
And this is our channel. We can do what we want to do.
Exactly. So we're going to be talking about the last 3 episodes of the season, which includes the top 4 Grammy Design Challenge, the reunion, and Olympus Fashion Week.
Yes.
The finale. We're at episode 9, and Rob is gone. But don't worry.
He'll be back. He comes back like the locust or cockroach is. He just
they
comes
called
back.
Wendy a cockroach.
They did call Wendy, which is true.
Cockroach, but
so I would say Rob came back like a lost puppy.
Yes. As technical support.
Nobody needed Rob's technical support. Let's just
literally
be
not
honest.
a single person. I think the only person that utilized Rob was Jay.
And it was just
I'm
like here,
pretty sure Jay was the only one.
Because Jay is the only one who can deal with Rob's bullcrap. Like Rob was literally just laying on the desk, like, anybody need me? They were like, no. So, nobody needed Rob.
Yeah. So the challenge for the week is the Grammys.
The Grammys.
So the designers are designing a Grammy outfit for, we come to find out, special guest Nancy O'Dell.
From Access Hollywood. Sure.
That's all they could get. So they got an unknown rock star in the early season and Nancy O'Dell now.
I mean, I guess Nancy O'Dell is bigger than the unknown rock star, so okay.
Right.
It's season 1. What do we expect?
Exactly. Like, now they're sponsored by what?
The pen, yes, the erasable pens.
The erasable pens. I was like, I saw the intro package for season 20, and I was like, hello.
And
is it Bic?
It's not big. It starts with the F. I can't remember, but it's Felix. I can't remember.
Okay. Anyway,
but we'll talk about that when we get to season 20. But Yeah, but they got and they definitely cut shout out their sponsors. I tell you, and the sponsors giving them $250,000 this season for the winner instead of the 100,000 that they're usually getting or
Oh
used
wow.
to getting.
That the
And
winner of this season didn't even get. We'll talk about it.
I mean,
I don't know if you know that tea or not, but
we'll talk
we'll talk
about
about
it.
it. So yeah, we're designing for Nancy O'Dell. She kind of gives the idea. She's like, I don't want anything bright. White doesn't work. Black doesn't work. I don't want anything like fitted around the bodice. She gives
Hmm.
her, ideas, and they go to work. And I mean, there
Hmm.
is not really much that happens in this episode,
Not
honestly.
not really at all. It was just a lot of. Only thing that happened is once they got to Mood to go fabric shopping, everybody's picking out their fabrics. Kara-san goes and picks out her orange fabric with this like glittery fabric on top that she was going to use as an overlay. And as she sits her stuff down on the table and goes to look for something else, Wendy decides to grab the exact same fabric as Kara-san and takes the overlay off of the table to flip to see if she wants to use it. And Kara-san is like, why you going for the exact same thing that I'm doing when mm, hmm hmm some people can't rely on their own talent, so they steal other people's work is exactly what Kara-san said. I didn't say that. That's what Kara-san said.
Literally.
And so I'm like, oh, well, I mean, if you go copy somebody, you copy somebody who's won 4 challenges in the show.
Yeah.
And that's what Wendy Pepper did in this in Mood. It was
In
interesting
the
to see.
Yeah. And I mean, we'll see it reflected in, the garments that they made because
Yeah,
same fabric.
same fabric, same everything.
Yeah.
But Carson and not Carson. Oh my gosh, Scarlett
Austin
and
Bartlett.
Scarlett Austin Scarlett and Jay goes and picks out their fabrics, not the same colors because they don't
Thankfully.
have to rely on using the same fabrics. They go pick out their thing. Then we get to the workroom and it's just work as usual because it's really not a lot of anything happening. Jay is having a little crisis, a blockage of some sort of what to do with his garment. And Karasan offers him some advice, and he's like, "Oh, that makes sense." And Wendy's getting a little annoyed that people are helping people, but nobody's helping her.
Because you're a bitch. Like,
Nobody likes you. I mean, if you were nicer to people, maybe people would be nice and help you. But she has a problem that everybody's helping everybody and nobody's offering to help
oh, don't
me.
worry. When we get to the finale, we'll talk all about people helping other people.
Oh, we'll see. Oh,
God.
my goodness. So, yeah.
So let's just talk about the look.
Yeah, because it's really not a lot. We can get the finale is going to take the bulk of this and the
Yeah.
reunion. So,
Yes. I want to shout out, major shout out to, I believe their handle is Runway Threader
mm-hmm.
on Reddit. Um, for these photos, for actually all the photos we're using today. We finally have upgraded photos because I learned about the Reddit archives for Project Runway. So thank you.
You're
Um,
welcome.
yes, thank you, Lana.
Thank
And thank you, Runway
you,
Threader.
Runway Threader. Thank you.
Um, that's our thank you mood.
Thank you, Mood.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
mood.
Runway Theater. I can't say it. Okay.
First up is Karasan.
Mm-hmm. I kind of like this look though. For me, I still did. I still do.
Honestly, she should have won 5 challenges.
I still do think this is a great look. I still did like this look.
Hmm.
And Spoiler alert for anybody who's not watching season 20 of Project Runway. This look makes a return appearance in episode 1 of Project Runway, season 20.
Oh.
Yes, because they went down memory lane with the All Stars and got their lowest scored looks that sent them
Oh.
home and looks that almost sent them home. If they didn't go home, in Carson's case, she didn't go home. Spoiler alert, just
Yeah.
saying. But yeah, this look makes a return on season 20, 19 years later, or
No.
18 years later, this look returns. And so, yeah. But I did not think this was a bad look. I was very much like, this look should win, in my opinion. I love this look. I love the pants. I love the dress. I love the way it's shaped. I absolutely love this look. Maybe it's the bias in me, but I don't care. I like this look. I would wear this look.
Yeah.
I mean, you could wear it with or without the pant. It would be a good dress.
I do really honestly wish she had done it without the pants.
I don't know. I like it either way.
Yeah, I think my only real issue is I don't think the pants were necessary. I get why she thought the pants were necessary, and I understand why like people would think the pants were good. For me, I wouldn't have had them. But I do still think, honestly, this is the best look of the week. None of these looks are amazing by any means of the imagination.
Mm-hmm.
And the judges said that.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I think it's fine.
I mean, if the outfits aren't inspiring because the person who's going to wear them does not inspire the designers, I blame the person who's wearing it. Nobody was inspired by Nancy O'Dell. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Nobody was inspired by Nancy O'Dell. But here we go. Yeah, I still like it. I would give this an 85.
I give it a 75.
Okay.
Next is Jay. And this idea pops back up on another occasion that we'll talk about in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is also fine.
Mm-hmm. I think the color was a little off.
I agree. And Nancy O'Dell saying she didn't like pink, and then Jay making a pink garment.
Right.
Like,
it was like a F you, Nancy O'Dell.
Literally. It's one of those things where it's like, if you have a client, like, mix what you do and what the client wants together. And this just feels like what Jay wanted.
Right.
It's tight around the bodice.
Right. Something else she said.
And it's a color she doesn't like. And, like, ultimately, because of that, I'm going to be kind of honest. Maybe Jay should have gone home this episode.
I agree. Because it was everything she said she did not want.
Everything she did not want. It's like, I don't get it.
Yeah. Like I said, it was totally fine. It's not a bad dress. It was just not what they wanted. And it really wasn't that cute. It was all right. It was all right. I would give this a 60.
I'm give it a 55. Next is Austin.
I really like this dress, but I know why it didn't win. Because it really wasn't what she asked for either.
This is the antithesis of what she asked for.
Right. This is a more Oscar dress than anything. Like, if you're going to the Oscars or going to the Emmys, maybe. This is not a Grammy dress, and it's not what she asked for at all. It was she did not want a gown. She did not want, it just wasn't it.
She didn't want any of this.
None of this.
With all that being said, I love this dress.
I love this dress, though. I would totally wear this dress. And Absolutely. Martinique looked amazing in this dress. Martinique.
We'll talk about.
We'll talk
We didn't
about.
even talk about Olga went home.
Yeah, Olga went home by Olga. Okay, sorry. I ain't get much. Could not even gonna lie. But yeah, Martinique looked amazing in this dress. I thought the dress was a beautiful dress. It just wasn't what the client wanted. Do I think about it? It should have sent him home. Absolutely not. But I don't. It wasn't what Nancy wanted. So I understand why he was at the bottom.
Yeah.
Makes sense. But it's a beautiful dress, and I would still give it a 95 because it's a beautiful dress.
I'm gonna give it a 75 because
I don't care about the thing.
The max score that I can give for this runway as a whole.
I just love this dress.
I get it.
I just love this dress. Yeah.
I understand.
This was not the dress that she made.
No.
Nancy O'Dell should be ashamed herself for picking this dress as the winner if you're going to totally change the whole dress. You should have just said, I'm not picking a winner because I don't like any of these dresses.
Literally. So she's holding I believe it was a white jacket that she wore with it. And then they took off the feather. They changed the hemline. They took off the straps. They changed the entire fucking garment.
The whole dress. But this one, I'm like, absolutely not. Just say you don't like any of these dresses. Y'all didn't fit the theme of what I wanted. So I'm going to go find me another dress from somewhere else. I'm not wearing any of these dresses. Like, nobody should have won. This was ridiculous because this is not the same dress that walked down that runway.
No.
Nancy O'Dell would not have been caught dead in that dress that Wendy put down that runway.
No.
That's why it's a whole new dress on Nancy O'Dell at the Grammys.
It's not even the same fabric.
It's not. It's a whole new dress. It makes no sense. That's why I was like, we just picked a winner because we said we have to pick a winner. You ain't got to pick a winner. Nobody won. Nobody won. And all y'all capable of going home. And I would have sent this or I probably personally would have sent Jay home.
I don't know. I keep looking at this. This is also tight and fitted to the body.
I mean, but the dress she wearing is tight and fitted to the body.
I don't.
So I'm like, what do you don't even know what you want. Right.
Honestly. That's just what I have to say.
Yeah, it was.
On the topic of this garment,
I didn't like it either. What'd you say?
I think it's ugly.
It is ugly. It's horrible. I wouldn't be caught dead in this dress.
Melissa looks fantastic.
But she looks...
The garment is ugly.
The garment is ugly. Melissa can always look beautiful.
Why would you have an asymmetrical hemline then with feathers underneath that?
It make her look pregnant.
Yeah.
She got a baby bump forming. It's not cute. I don't like this look at all. This is a 20. Because I don't like it. It's so gross.
It's going to be a 12.
I can see that too. I was being generous. I was trying to be generous.
There's no reason to.
It's so bad.
So, the judges literally just read the fuck out of everyone and is like, these are all bad. What did you all do? These are all bad. But ultimately... We find out that Karasan is not the winner of this challenge, but she is in, and she's going to New York Fashion Week, as she should. And then Jay is also in.
Sure.
The two best performing people.
Sure.
And then it's between Wendy and Austin. It's like one of you is the winner of this challenge, and one of you is out. And then we find out that for some godforsaken reason, the winner of this challenge is Wendy Pepper. And Nancy O'Dell is the reason why Austin Scarlett didn't make it to the finals of season 1 of Project Runway. If you're going to have someone that has not judged this entire season choose the winner of a challenge, then it
should not be.
It should not be a top 4.
Yes, exactly. I was going to say that. It should not be this far along. And I think they learned their lesson as the seasons progressed. But Yeah, you don't have somebody who's never been there the entire season judge the top four.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Because Wendy Pepper did not deserve to win that. Just
Nope.
saying. Oh,
Nope.
she deserved to be in the final three.
Nope.
And Austin should have been in that. I would have loved to see Austin Scarlet Runway collection, but whatever.
Maybe you'll get to see it later on, Lana.
Maybe. Just maybe. Anyway, so we lose Austin. Sad. And then we go into the reunion episode because the next episode is the reunion episode. Now, myself and Logan were like, do we watch the reunion episode? Do we skip it? We'll skim through it. That's what we'll do because it's a reunion episode. It shouldn't be, we're not going to be interested in a reunion episode. Boy, were we wrong. Because I think we both watched that reunion episode from beginning to end.
I think we both forgot how just jam-packed it is.
Of foolishness.
Foolishness and drama surrounding Wendy and Vanessa.
Everybody and everybody else. Like it was
it's literally Wendy versus Vanessa versus everybody else.
Mm-hmm. It was crazy. Now I could have done without some of the clips and fluff that they put in there.
Oh, I like that.
But it's a reunion show, so I guess you got to show all of that. But yeah, baby. So let's start off with everybody coming back and meeting and saying their hellos. They're drinking, and they're like, "It's
fuck Wendy."
Right, it's off the gate.
Literally, the clip before the intro package rolls is Vanessa turning to camera and going, Vanessa, if you're hearing this, you don't deserve to be in the top.
Wendy, if you're hearing this.
Wendy, yes, that is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
If you don't.
And I'm like,
oh.
Jesus Christ.
Then we get into the studio and they are awaiting the top three to come in. And they're like, I don't even know what I'm gonna say to Wendy when she
literally.
I don't know what I'm gonna say to her. I don't really care anything. Like they hate her. Like they hate this woman. And I don't use hate lightly. They hate this woman.
They hate this. Every single one of them, I think, hates this woman.
Hate this woman. And so when they do introduce the three, Kara-san comes in first, and they're like, yay! And then Jay comes in, they're like, yay! And then Wendy get introduced, and Kara is like, and it's Kara's like, we're gonna clap, right? Nobody's clapping with her. Jay claps because they're still in the final three mode. They're like, we're here. We still have to be cordial.
We still have to be cordial. None of these other bitches do.
The other one's like, I don't like this help and I ain't gonna never like her, so whatever. So it's Jay and Kara-san like, no, they clap normal. They're not even like, yeah. They're like, yay. Oh, nobody else is gonna clap? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. And man, do they rip into Wendy right away.
She can't even sit down. And Vanessa's like, I know you don't want to sit next to me.
Sit down, Wendy.
Sit down.
I'm
like,
oh,
Jesus Christ.
Oh my.
And then they just lay into her. They talk about everything. They talk about the Austin situation, the Kevin situation, the Wendy's daughter's photo gate.
Mm-hmm.
And it's literally all just Wendy versus the world.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell also, my favorite part of episode 9 is when they're announcing that Wendy wins the challenge and that Austin goes home. And normally Heidi, when announcing things, is like, congratulations. Like, it's like at least like a medium tone. She goes, Wendy, congratulations. You are the winner of the Grammy Design Challenge. And I'm like, oh, great. Heidi's become a robot. And she was just, you can tell.
They don't like that.
They did not want to put Wendy through.
I feel like, first of all, Nancy O'Dell ruined it. Second of all, I think the producers allowed this thing to go on too long. They should have sent Wendy home a long time ago, but they allowed little things like Robert's mail shirt to leave over Wendy. And I'm like, that shouldn't have happened. They let Kevin, who had a way better garment than Wendy in the collections challenge, she should have went home then. She should have went home first with that first atrocity of an outfit. I was just like, oh my God. But they let that continue to go on and on. Now we get to this point, and it's not up to those other judges. It's up to Nancy O'Dell.
Fucking Nancy O'Dell.
And she picks that foolishness because she was like, I'll just tweak it and make it better. Why couldn't she tweak Austin's outfit? Like,
why couldn't she tweak Carson's?
Right, just take the pants off.
Fabric.
Same thing. Just tweak. They should have sent her home, like baby. But now we stuck. They stuck.
The main argument is then Wendy versus Vanessa, and Vanessa just lays into her, and then Jay versus Vanessa. Because Jay decides to just call out Vanessa for this interview that she apparently did without realizing that it was a real interview. This whole situation was wild to me. I was like, what do you mean you talked to a former intern of yours?
Right.
And it became a... Huh? What? Huh? I'm just like, girl, what? I don't know. And then Vanessa gets so mad that she just leaves.
She's a... She's... Yeah. It's... yeah, she... Vanessa, I'm like, girl, just own up that you said some stuff that you shouldn't have said.
Literally. I'm just like, I don't know. And then they ask everyone at the end, they take the top three out and they're like, okay, who's going to win? And it's pretty split between Jay and Tarzan.
Yeah. And then Robert is like, well, what if it's Wendy? And they're like, oh my God, no, absolutely.
And then Nora's like, I would be really upset.
But it could be Wendy. God. It just has a 33% chance. It could be. He was like, but I don't want it to be. I'm like,
I don't want her to win.
Yeah, it was quite interesting. And then, of course, the picture gate, nobody wanted to own up to it. And everybody was like, I think it might be Kevin.
Even Tim Gunn
was like,
you're the only one that was in the room by yourself.
At that last moment in time. I was like, Kevin should have just been like, okay, yeah, I did it. Yeah, it was a crappy thing to do. I was in the moment, and I apologize. He should have owned up to it then to Wendy instead of waiting to do it a year later in an episode, in an interview. That's kind of sick. But then Vanessa was like, I think maybe Wendy did it. Now, like I said, y'all heard me. If you check out our last episode where we talked about this, I said the same thing. I was like, Wendy could have done it in physical, in like mental warfare of the game and trying to make other people feel bad. But then I changed it. I was like, but that would be silly because that is her daughter. That's a picture of her. She knew she doesn't have a copy of it and all that stuff. So I don't think she would have done that, but she possibly could have. But I said, I don't think she did. I landed on, I don't think she did, but she possibly could have. And so when Vanessa said, I was like, I mean, I thought about it, but it didn't make sense. And like Jay said, for Wendy Pepper to cry like that in front of everybody when she's very reserved and holding back, it has to be something real. So I even acknowledge that was a little cold-blooded to say that because why would anybody destroy their own property? So
yeah.
But Jay was like, Vanessa, what is wrong with you? Like, you are soulless. Literally. Like, why would somebody do that to their own property of their child? That's soulless. And Vanessa's like, do you have a child? He was like, no. But if somebody did that to my mom's picture, I would be very upset about that. It was just, he was like, you are soulless. What is wrong with you? I don't want to be here. I was like, bye, girl. Bye. If you don't want to be here, then what you here for? Just tell them no.
Oh, and then when they bring the models out,
Mm-hmm.
they only bring out 4.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the top 4 models.
Top
So
4 models.
Julia,
Martinique,
Julia,
Melissa,
Martinique,
and
Melissa,
Aaron.
Erin. That's the other girl. I couldn't remember Erin's name. Sorry, Erin.
Mm-hmm.
But I do love that Heidi and Tim are straight up like, so Morgan said that she would appear, but only if we signed a letter saying that we wouldn't portray her negatively. And this next clip will explain to you why we couldn't sign that letter. And I'm just like, oh my God. Jesus. Like,
Man, she was a train wreck. I don't know why she even think they can't say nothing about her because baby, that's what you were. You can't blame you on the edit. Did it. Everything you did, they showed. So sorry, girl. That's you. I wouldn't have signed no waiver either, baby. We're gonna talk about you in the light that you shine yourself in. And it was not a positive one. That's not on us. That's on you. Sorry. What?
that's all I had for the
Me
reunion.
too. We can move on to the
Right?
finale because that's
So
the
we start the
reunion.
finale, 2-hour finale,
2 hour
which
finale.
for me was an hour and a half because I have Peacock and also an ad blocker.
Me too. Well, I have premium Peacock because
Work.
I don't like ads.
I don't have Peacock, and neither does my roommate.
Well, that's beautiful. Just say that on it.
Him and one of his coworkers did a trade. I think it was like Disney Plus for Peacock. I think was the deal. So work.
Just put all their business out on the internet. Go ahead. So when Disney Plus and Peacock cancel their
I didn't
subscription.
name people. Anyway, we start with Tim going to visit everybody. So he's going to see Jay in small town
Pennsylvania.
Yeah. And then Wendy Pepper in Virginia. And then Carson in LA.
Yeah, hometown visits is what they are. They just went and saw everybody, saw their collection, and told him what he thought about it. And that was it.
So
then we get him back in New York City.
Oh,
and this is where the drama begins.
Literally.
We get them back in New York City, and they are getting ready to start finalizing their collections and making sure all the last minute details are working. They're going to get their models. They're going to do all of the things you have to do to prepare yourself for Fashion Week. And we'll start with, I would like to call it Shoegate.
We're starting with Shoegate.
I have to start with Shoegate.
Oof. Okay.
Well, unless it was something else before Shoegate that you want to talk
There's
about.
There's so much before Shoegate.
Okay, we'll go in the order that you have.
Well, first of all, we have to just talk about the ongoing tensions between Wendy. Well, it starts Jay and Wendy.
Well,
and then Carson gets there, and it's Carson versus Wendy
the
whole time. Cara is just like not engaging with Wendy at all. And it ultimately comes to a big fight where they're arguing, and Wendy keeps saying, oh, isn't it strategic for you to do this? Isn't it strategic for you to do that? And it's like, no, they're replying to you being strategic.
Right. Like she didn't want to own up to the fact that, baby, you admitted at the reunion that you were playing this game strategically. Exactly. You did everything with strategy. And they were like, we didn't do that. We came in and did our designs and was like, our work will speak for itself. We will let the work. You couldn't back up your work. So you had to play mind games and be strategic about how you sabotage people on the way. And she, even when she said at the reunion, the judges don't see the strategy behind the scenes. No, but they see the strategy you presented to them on the runway when you purposely name dropped Scarlett as being a bad leader because you thought the leaders would go home. When you purposely said Kevin about being a bad leader because leaders go home, and he did. You sabotaged people. And that's what you do. Just admit you do it and move on. I mean, you did admit you did it, but now you want to be
Yeah.
like, you want to point out everybody else's strategy now. Isn't this strategy? Isn't what you're doing a strategic thing? Baby, I'm still designing. I'm just designing my clothes. I'm putting my collection together. Ain't nobody studying you, Wendy Pepper.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that all happens, and then we get not model gate, but like
Model pick. Mm-hmm.
model picking.
Mm-hmm.
They're going through. There's some fighting over the models or
Which is
whatever.
which is typical. Like if you got three
Yeah.
designers and then all of them trying to get the best models, there's gonna be
Mhm.
some tension about the models.
Yeah.
That one didn't bother me none.
Yeah. I guess that really is it to Shoegate. I guess really like the Shoegate is the big thing.
Shoegate was a huge thing.
Go for it.
Shoegate is when Karasan had enough of Wendy Pepper, and Wendy Pepper had enough of Karasan. I was
And
like,
I truly, in my heart of hearts, believe Shoegate is the reason Coruscant didn't win.
mm,
What ultimately happens with Shoegate,
mm.
truly, I believe, is why Kara didn't win.
It's a lot that happened. I feel like, but like, I was kind of annoyed with how it was treated because I was like, and this is not me being biased towards Karasan.
Yeah.
If a company says they want to charge somebody a specific price for a shoe, that is that company's prerogative. It doesn't matter if they're custom made or whatever. If the company says, okay, you need this to be in this price range for you to use this shoe, we'll give it to you in this price range for you to use the shoe. I don't think that's a bad, like, that's anything to fault Karasan on.
No.
Like, it's not her fault that the company she's working with showed her favor. And it's not her fault that Jay and Wendy don't have that favor.
Yeah.
Favor ain't fair, but favor ain't fair. My mama and my dad used to always say favor ain't fair. So when people show you favor, they don't have to be fair about it. They don't have to say, well, if I'm gonna give Lana these shoes for $5, we need to make Logan some shoes for $5. That's not the favor. You don't get to leech off of my favor just because you want it to be fair. And I was like, I didn't see nothing wrong with competition or not. That company decided that they would give her those shoes for the price range that they needed it to be for the competition's sake. So I didn't feel like it was fair for them to judge her and make her not use these shoes that she was given to use for her collection. Because now you're stripping her collection of something that was an important piece.
I think while I agree with that, she knew the contract that she signed.
Mm-hmm.
And so at the end of the day, if it's a breach of contract and if it's listed in the contract, which allegedly it was, I'm gonna take Tim's word at it and say that it was included in the contract and therefore a breach of contract. I get it as far as like the base issue. Talking about the miraculous receipt that happened the day of the runway show, I don't know. For me, I get it from both sides. I feel like Karasan um was a little all over the place with like making sure the shoes fit her budget
Mm-hmm.
when we found out that they had to be paid for. But like if they're paid for, I don't see what the issue is.
Right. They're paid for. And if she paid for them within the budget that she was given,
Yeah.
then what the heck are we worried about it for? Why is it a big deal? I don't know. Whatever.
So ultimately it's basically like don't wear shoes, change the shoes somehow, or the shoes will not be factored into the judging.
Okay.
And that's ultimately what she decides.
Mm-hmm.
So
Weird, but whatever.
I don't know. But
Runway time.
I guess, yeah, I was like, I don't really have anything else.
Me either. I think because we got a lot of looks to look through for
It's
this
30.
runway. So yeah, runway time. Mm-hmm.
I think we could just go really, really quickly through most of the looks.
Mm-hmm.
I give scores. I don't really have a like.
I mean, should we do overall since it's a collection? Do we do overall score or do we score each look?
I'm fine either way.
I will say overall
Okay.
because I feel like it's a collection. We need to
Mhm.
score the collection.
So we'll give brief thoughts on each
Right.
look.
Exactly.
Right. So we are going to go in order, which means we're
Mm-hmm.
starting with Carson. First
Her
look,
fly, fly, fly,
Aviator.
fly girl. It was fly girl. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was fly girl because it was
Yeah.
flight. Okay. I,
I don't like this.
I mean, it's aviator. It gives me what she said she was giving. It's not something I would particularly wear, but
I
it's an
don't think
aviator
anyone
suit.
should wear it.
Mm-hmm.
I like the pants.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the fur with the leather with the pink leather.
It's a lot going on.
It's a lot, and the way that it's cut, I don't like it. I don't.
Man, definitely is a lot going on.
Yeah. Second look.
I mean, the problem is, I think this model could not walk in this dress. It's a
No, and
cute.
this was one of the like celebrity models, wasn't it?
I don't know. I'm sure she just couldn't walk in the dress. She kept stepping on it. I was like, I think she ruined this dress. It's a cute dress. I like the dress. I like the fur collar or a jacket that she has with it. I just feel like the model couldn't walk in it, so it kind of
Yeah.
ruined it.
Yeah, I agree. Look number 3.
I like this look.
I
I
also
like
like
this one. I like this one way better than the other aviator look. I like the leather. I like the two tones of the browns in this. I like that it's matched the boots and then the hat. I like this look. I think it was styled perfectly.
I agree completely. I love the mix of the leathers. I think it's really well done.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4.
Another dress that I liked. I liked how she has the cohesiveness of the belts in the middle with those buckles. She has that on a lot of the dresses,
Yeah.
and I like that. I love the collar of this dress.
Mhm.
It's very pretty. I love how it looks. I love the silhouette of the dress. Again, so long the model can't really walk in it, and they were stepping all over the dress. But other than that, it's a beautiful dress.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this look by any means, but I think it's fine. It's fine.
I love these pants.
The
These
pants are my
pants.
favorite part.
My
I
pants.
I don't know. I think it's the glove with the jacket I have an issue with.
I don't mind. See, this is the thing about these fashion shows for me that I know they're not going to be wearable pieces. It's not going to be something I want to
Totally.
wear on a regular basis. These are all very fashion forward, avant garde
Yeah,
kind of looks. So I'm like, I expect it to be weird. I expect it to be something that I wouldn't necessarily like. So I don't mind the gloves. I think having the long gloves with the short jacket is something interesting, something different. The pants, though, for me, are perfection and they fit well. And then it's like I said, this connection with this belts that
yeah,
she has, these buckles. I just kind of really love that brings the cohesion to the collection.
totally.
And it's something about that fabric or that like on the shirt. It's so
Mhm.
weird but good.
Yeah,
I don't know. Kind of digging.
I'm here for it.
I'm digging it. Again.
This I liked a lot.
Again, I just love the soft fabric with that hard leather belt in the middle with that buckle. All her buckles are just so pretty, and then the fact that she has that backless. It's a beautiful dress, and this is a wearable dress. This is a dress that you can wear right off the runway, and it'd be so pretty.
I agree. Yeah, I think this might be my favorite look of the collection, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. I think this one is mine. It's
Oh, yeah.
something about the way it, and I think it might be the model might have something to do with it because the way it's on her skin and it's shimmering
Yeah.
off of her skin and the silhouette of the dress. I love the peekaboo middle and that belt. It's the buckles. It's the middle belt and the buckles for me.
The
And
rivets. She was
it's
talking about the rivets a lot, and I was like, yeah, that makes
yeah,
sense.
it's so pretty and it's styled perfectly. And it's she does the backless dress so perfect, so great. It's so good. I think this one might be my favorite dress of the collection. Honestly, it's so pretty.
I get that. I the green looks definitely are the better ones for me.
Hmm. I love this coat.
It's really
I love this coat. Like it's the simple jacket. It's just, but I love this coat. Like if I would wear this coat.
I like it.
I love this coat.
I don't like it paired with the shoes.
I mean, mm, I think I mean I get it. I know why she did it, but I like
Mhm.
this coat. I think, man, I'm so stuck on the coat because like I'm thinking of being outside in the wintertime or like
Uh-huh.
and having that coat looks so rich. It looks so elegant. It looks so like this would be my Sunday coat. Like I don't wear this everyday
Wow.
kind of coat. This is my Sunday coat. I just love the
But
coat.
only in the winter.
Only in the winter, but it's my Sunday coat.
Yep.
Hmm.
There's something about this that doesn't work for me. And I think it's the blending of all of the different aspects of the collection.
Yeah, I feel like her boob is weird in this. It's like
Yeah.
one boob is up and one boob is down. Like
Yeah.
it's not fitting well for me. Yeah, not my
Yeah.
favorite.
No. No. And then the final look with Aaron.
I mean, it's a simple white dress. I feel like that gold dress should have been on Aaron. Should have finished off the collection than this one. This one,
Yeah.
I felt like it was just not in place. But I feel like she wanted this to be her showstopper. It's a beautiful dress.
Yeah.
It's just a simple white dress.
I think unfortunately the collection just lacks a little bit of cohesion.
Mm-hmm.
I understand the individual elements and how the individual elements are used throughout the collection.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think I think there's someone that does cohesion better.
Yeah, for
Spoiler,
sure.
it's Jay. But
For
like I
sure.
just feel like I like all the aspects of this collection and I like a lot of the pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get collection because like if you look I'm gonna skim through them very quickly so we can just see all of them. It's like you go from these like deeper colors, and then all of a sudden we're using green and white for the last 5 looks, and I'm just like, I don't understand. Like it's the sharp contrast of like the darker neutral tones with then this like the green the bright chartreuse and the white. I don't that doesn't go together. Why was
Mm-hmm.
there pink leather and why was it only in one look?
Mm-hmm.
Like that doesn't make sense for me. Like if the first look the pink had been white instead, I kind of would have understood that. And here if the stole had been brown, I maybe would have understood, the color story that was happening a little bit better, but it honestly felt like two separate collections.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first 5 were a collection and the back 5 were a collection.
Mm-hmm.
And she just shoved them together
Mm-hmm.
without any sort of like cohesionary moment between them.
Yeah, I feel like she just didn't do the set list in the proper way. I felt like if she would have mixed and met, like even if she would have gave us like put some of the lighter in with the darker, so we can see it like, oh, it's a back and forth type of thing, like you know what I'm saying. And so it made sense instead of having all of her darker pieces at the front, all of her lighter pieces at the back. It made it look like this is the cutoff point, and here's the new collection. If you would have just like started with that brown and pink or whatever, and then put in like the lighter color one right behind it, and then went to another dark and then to another light. It's like, oh, okay, we're doing this, seesaw effect type deal. But I don't, I don't know.
Overall score for the collection, Lana.
Overall, I will give this collection a 75 because I like you said, I like pieces of it. I like the parts of cohesion that I saw that the elements. I like some of the elements, but I don't think as a whole the collection was strong.
Yeah. I'm going to give it a 70 for that same reason. I think the garments overall are good. Just, it feels like two collections in one.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Next is Wendy Pepper.
You know, I did not hate this collection as much as I thought I did when I went back and watched it. I was like, oh.
Right? I was like, I was going in and I was like, oh, she does horrible. And in
Uh,
reality,
it wasn't horrible. It
no.
it wasn't great, but it wasn't horrible. It's definitely
Yeah.
some pieces in here that I like more than others, but it wasn't horrible. So I'm like,
Yes.
okay, Wendy Pepper,
Yeah.
I see you. This was horrible.
This is horrible.
This was horrible. I was like, oh, this your first look? Oh no. No, this was horrible.
No, baby,
The
no.
it was ill fitting.
No.
The 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 styling of like why'd you put those shades on her with that flat hair? It just
No.
wasn't good. No, this look was bad.
No.
This look was bad. This look was better.
This is maybe my favorite look of the collection.
Oh no, I know my favorite look, and this is not it, but it was not bad.
There's two that I'm going back and forth between. I really like the way the jacket is draped.
Yes.
I love the pant. I do love a cigarette pant. So like for me, I really enjoy it all together. The styling is really good. I really enjoy this.
I enjoyed this look. I don't. It wasn't my favorite look of, but it was definitely a good look. This was way better than that first look. Way better.
Yeah. This should have been the first look.
This should have been the first look, and that other look should have been something else, like a whole new different look.
This is fine.
This is okay. It's not horrible, but it's okay. Yeah.
Fine.
Fine. I didn't like this at all.
I like the top.
I like the top. I felt like maybe this should have been a dress.
Yes.
Yeah.
Instead of this like
black skirt. Like it should. Yeah. Like it should have been a dress. Like give me a bodycon dress with this fabric and this ruching. Yeah. It would have been tens across the board.
Gorgeous though.
Yes. She looks like Jaslene from America's Top Model.
I was gonna say she looks like Padma Lakshmi.
Her too. Yeah. Yeah. This is my favorite look of the night. Yeah. This was my favorite look from Wendy from this dress. This suit, these pants, this jacket. I was like,
it's good.
This is good. This was my favorite look from Wendy. I was like, okay, period. That's why it just looks so good. It fit her to perfection. The styling was great. It was simple. It didn't do too much. It was. You can walk off the runway with that.
This is bad.
Yeah, I did not like that at all. Oh, I didn't like that at all. It pushed her boobs in. It was not flattering. It was bad. No, thank you.
I like this. This is the other one for me that I was like, it's this one or the other look that I said. And I really enjoyed this one. I think the color is fun. It doesn't really go with the collection at all, but weirdly, like I love the collar. I love the draping in the back. Like I'm gonna say this is my favorite look.
I forgot about this look. I forgot about it, but it's not a bad look. It's okay. It's okay.
This is bad. This would have been better if it was pants.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, this. Yeah, it's not good. No, I don't like it.
My mouth got stuck. Jesus Christ.
This was bad
boobies!
Too. Why would you got all the boobies out? Why you got her with all boobies out? I was like, you ain't even put no pasties on it or nothing. You just gonna let her walk out there with her boobies out.
You were just gonna let her go titties out to the world.
Tits out to the world.
And the look is disgusting. So
and Michael Kors is like, I was like, yeah, that's
I
how
love
I
that
feel.
he was like, I understood where you were going with the first 8 looks and then boobies out. And I was like, I don't know what's happening.
Right.
And I get it.
It was so weird.
I understand it.
It was so weird. I was like, why did you have that girl come out with her boobies out like that? You ain't put no pasties or nothing over it. Nothing. So disrespectful.
And then this is the last look modeled by Melissa.
And I ain't like this either.
Melissa deserved better.
She deserved way better than that. Like, this was,
I like the corset.
Me too.
I think the corset is actually a really good idea and really well executed.
She should have made the dress in that same fabric. Like, it should have been one dress and not that tacky green wraparound.
Ugly green fabric.
It's so ugly. Yeah.
I don't get it, but
whatever. I don't like it.
I don't know. So that's the Wendy Pepper collection. Scores on a whole.
Overall, like I said, it was a couple of pieces in there that I really did like. Mm-hmm. One that I would wear if I looked like that model. Mm-hmm. I would give this collection a 65 because there was more pieces that I didn't like that I did like, and that was the difference between her and Cara Sans. Cara Sans had more pieces that I did like that I didn't like. So
I'm also going to give this a 65.
Yeah.
Last up, we've got Jay's collection.
Uh-huh.
I love this. I hate the legging, but I love this.
Yeah, if no legging, it would have been perfect.
The quilting is
the quilted coat is so good, and the styling is amazing. I just don't like the legging, but other than that, I love it.
Yeah, the whole headphone motif too, I think, was really smart.
Mm-hmm.
And it really does kind of tie everything together.
Mm-hmm. So, he thought about it. He really thought about it.
This is fine. It's just not my favorite.
Yeah, not my favorite. I don't like the jacket. I don't like stuff on the jacket. Maybe if that stuff wasn't on the jacket, I would like the jacket.
Just buttons.
Yeah, but I don't like it.
That's fair.
But yeah, it's okay. She styled great though. I think he did the best in styling all of his models.
Absolutely. 100%.
Don't like this.
This is also not my favorite.
Don't like this.
I get it for winter.
Mm-hmm. Don't like it.
I'm not a huge fan of it.
Yeah. Don't like this. Love this.
Love this.
Love this. Love this.
Yeah, the knitting of the sweater is just so good. The textile in the like skirt situation is so good.
Yes.
Just the way it's all styled and put together, it's wonderful.
Yeah, love this.
Yeah.
And then let's say love this. Love this. Absolutely my favorite thing that walked down that runway from him. Yeah. My favorite. I was like, no, you're not going to decorate her whole chest with some jewelry with this open, beautiful blue. This was everything. I love this. I literally was like, yes, when she walked down the runway. She looked amazing. This was perfection. Even the leggings underneath it, I liked.
Yeah.
It was good.
Absolutely. I think
like this. Not horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Pretty good. Give me a preppy kind of, jean kind of. I like it. I'm not mad at it. Don't hate this at all.
No, I think it's really good.
Mm-hmm. Like this. I like this. I like
the shredded asymmetricality of this top.
Yeah.
Everything. And
I love the boots. I love the boots. I was a fan. I loved her hair. I loved the makeup. I loved the shirt and the boot and the pants. I love this look. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Like this look. Like this look. I'm a fan of purple.
Oh yeah, we are purple fans here. No, I love this. I think the way that the jacket is draped or the blouse is draped is so good. I don't get what Nina Garcia was saying about like it being too much. I'm like, I don't get that at all. But work, Nina.
Right. Nina was weird to me anyway, but
Yeah.
love this.
Love this.
Like this. I like the coat.
The coat is fantastic.
I like the little collar thingy too.
Yeah. It all
what? I love this because the shorts are cute too.
Right?
I looked at it. I'm like, I kind of love this. I love this. Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the final look with...
Did not like this.
Really?
I didn't like... I mean, I like the ombre on the skirt, but I don't like the ruffles on the skirt. I felt
this is the Pokemon Evolved version of what he made for Nancy O'Dell.
Yeah. I mean...
Yeah.
I like the collar of it all. I feel like the collar and the skirt is a little much, but I like the collar more than I like the skirt. I feel like I don't know. I felt like it was a little too much. I like the color though. She looks amazing. The color is popping off of her skin. I love that. And I like the ombre effect. I just don't like the ruffles of the ombre effect down at the bottom.
See, I like the ruffle of the ombre at the bottom. I like the collar, but on a different garment. I would have just loved this plain top and had this.
Yes. Now, if you would have just did that, if you would have taken the collar off and just had the dress with I probably would have liked it a lot more. It's just too much together.
I also want to point out he did this sort of like rainbow color palette. If you look yellow into green, into the blues, into the gray, purple, into the red, into the red. So I thought that was really fun as well.
It's definitely cohesive.
Because gay. And it feels fitting. So I'm for this collection, honestly, I'm gonna give Jay an 80.
I was gonna do 80 as well, but I'll give him an 80 because going back and looking at it more, it's more pieces I like a lot more than I thought. So I will give it an 85, honestly.
You know, I'm gonna
match that 85. Yeah, because it was like as we went through it, I was like,
I was like, oh,
these pieces.
Great
yeah,
look. That great look. I forgot how much I liked that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that.
Yeah, I think it was the right call.
We have a third place. By Wendy Pepper. Top 2 is Jane Carson. And our winner of season 1, we already knew. It's Jay. And I think based on the final challenge, I
agree. I said before, I was like, oh, Carson should have won. But going back watching it was like, no.
I truly had revisionist history. And I
was
like,
too.
Carson deserved to win. She was robbed. Cara definitely should have won. And then watching the show, I was like, no,
actually, Jay should
have won. I like what Jay did better. So
and Jay should have won. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Jay was the winner. Congrats, Jay Carroll. McCarroll.
So, yeah, I don't know if you know this tea at all, Lana. Apparently, he didn't even take any of the prizes from winning Project Runway.
What do you mean he didn't take them?
So, apparently, allegedly, the contract that he was supposed to sign in order to get the deal with, like, the design agency that was supposed to, like, be the shadow at, basically. I guess he didn't like the terms of the contract, whatever that contract was. So he didn't take any of that.
So no money or anything?
I don't think so.
Oh.
So I don't know.
What's Jay up to now?
That's a great question. I've looked up a couple of people. I know, well, obviously Carson is back on TV. Austin Scarlett has an Atelier line.
We talked about that.
See him again soon on our revisiting of Project Runway.
Which means we probably are going to see him again on our.
He was on the first season of
All Stars.
So he was on the first season of All Stars. Wendy Pepper was on the second season of All Stars. So we'll see Wendy again.
Okay.
Let's see. Jay, what are you up to? What happened to Jay?
Where is Jay?
He began teaching at Philadelphia University and started a fashion line on QVC.
Oh, well,
Good for
all right. Good
him.
for him.
Yeah.
Love that for him.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like he's just, doing his thing.
Lovely.
Good for him.
Well, there we have it.
What's Wendy Pepper up to nowadays? Her name isn't even Wendy. Her name isn't even Wendy.
Okay.
Her name is Anne Eustace.
Okay.
Oh my God. She's no longer with us.
Oh
my God.
Wendy Pepper left here, huh?
Wendy Pepper passed in 2017.
Oh, I had no idea.
Not a damn clue.
I thought we lost Kevin, right?
We lost Daniel.
Oh, Daniel is the only one we lost. That I thought that I knew.
The other one.
That I knew. But I didn't know we lost Wendy Pepper. Okay.
I did not know.
Well, rest in peace. Sorrows. Prayers.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Ooh, Project Runway Season 1. Where are they now? Thank you, ScreenRant.com. Let's see here.
Well, I know what Nora's up to.
Yes. Oh yeah, so Star. Star ended up working in real estate and went through this like really big legal trouble.
Yeah, I remember you saying
that. Vanessa had a gallery like retail store in Houston that has since been closed. She's now the owner of Peace, Love, and Ponies.
Okay.
A party entrainment company that sees ponies accompany costume entertainers for events in Texas.
Okay, I guess it's a niche for that.
Great. Alexandra started her own eponymous haute couture and evening wear line. Many famous faces have worn her designs, including Naomi Watts, Zoe Saldana, Faith Hill, Joan Smalls, Zoe Deschanel. Oh, that's good.
Good for Alexandra.
Yeah. Kevin was a VP of technical design and development for Donna Karan.
Oh, good job, Kevin.
And a design consultant for Jay Mendel from 2008 to 2012. He currently has his own luxury women's clothing brand called the Kevin John Collection, of course. In addition to a cycling, sport, and streetwear line called 09.
Okay. Good for you.
Rob, good old Robbio, he opened his own retail store and became a real estate agent for luxury condos in the Miami area.
Okay.
He's a husband and father.
He's a charmer. That makes sense.
That makes
charm people to buy things.
Austin. Oh, he had his own Bravo series with Santino.
Yes, I remember that. Austin and Santino.
On the Road with Austin and Santino.
Yep, I remember that show.
Yes. So he became the youngest designer to be the creative director for a couture wedding and evening gown collection, specifically for the brand Kenneth Poole. Oh wow. Wendy. Oh no. So Wendy passed from pneumonia complications after battling cancer.
Oh wow. I didn't know.
Wow. Unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Cara, we know what Cara's doing. And Jay notably appeared on Celebrity Fit Club in 2010.
Okay.
Oh my God. Oh, I did not know this at all. He was the costume designer for Orange is the New Black.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Good job, Jay.
Work. Okay, Jay.
Sure.
All right. Well, that's... Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah. Well, and that's that on season 1 of Project Runway. We are done. We will be back next Monday to start season 2. We're not taking a break with Project Runway right now. We are both just we're back in it.
Yeah, we're fans.
We're
This is the
fans.
thing. We're fans of this show. We love the show. So it's not taxing to rewatch this show. It's just something I would do anyway. So why not talk about it?
Exactly.
And I just love the show. So
I'm happy to get to revisit
these because I do think I have revisionist history on some of these things. Like I was like, oh, I didn't realize that I didn't like Kara's collection as much as I thought I did. And I was like, on the whole, she should have won. She was robbed train. I'm like, actually, no.
Based on performance on the season, yes.
Yes,
based on the final collection,
no. It was definitely Jay. He did a better collection, and then it made me realize that I didn't hate Wendy Pepper's collection as much as I thought I did. So it's good to go back and see this stuff again and revisit and feel these new feels all over again. So
right. So that's that. Thank you for joining us for this season. We will be back, like I said, very shortly for season 2. We're going to be doing 3 episodes per podcast episode. So we're going to be a little bit bulkier, a little bit longer probably, but we've got 20 seasons and 7 all-star seasons to get through as fast as we can. So we're going to be doing Project Runway seemingly for the next 2 years. I think it's 2.5, like closer maybe to 3 whole years. But we will get through it eventually. Maybe we'll have other people join us. Who knows?
We'll see.
So, thank you for joining us. If you liked our Project Runway Season 1 reviews, let us know all your thoughts in the comments below. You're on YouTube, so do the YouTube things. You know the buttons to push, so do that. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at The Cut Pod. We're going to be posting reels and TikToks and whatnot from all of our favorite moments from these videos. So check that out. Get your merch. And cheers, Lana.
Cheers, you guys.
Designers, you have to remember to make it work. And in fashion, one day you're in, and the next day you're out. And
Auf Wiedersehen.
are out.
Auf Wiedersehen.